Hi everyone, my name is Hitzblitz and welcome to my Going Commando challenge. That's right, my Going Commando challenge. And if you're not familiar with it, it's actually a challenge that I created to myself and for you guys as well, just to try and go and play with no attachments and no perks at all. So just combine those two camo challenges in one and basically try to have the best score possible. So this is basically the third episode of my Going Commando challenge. And this time I go with the PDW, so it's one of my favorite weapons, and it's the same weapon that I used on the previous Going Commando challenge. So it's been a while since I posted my my previous Going Commando challenge video, but basically that's because lately things aren't going that well for me in Black Ops 2. I'm not playing that well, and maybe the thing is I'm a little bit bored about all things about the maps, and also the fact that I can't play with a new weapon, the Peacekeeper, yet. So the thing is, I'm really tired of the previous maps, and so I really want new stuff, and I can't wait for it. So that's why things aren't going that well for me in terms of Black Ops 2 gameplays, and that's why it's been a long time since I posted my last, my previous Black Ops 2 Going Commando challenge video. So as you can see, I'm not playing with my Hitzblitz account. It's actually the other account that I use. It's called With Some Style, best account name ever. And it's an account that I generally use to play party games like gun games, sharpshooter, gun, sticks and stones, and so just to troll some people out. And so for that I use this account and not Hitzblitz, and basically, from now on, I'm going to use it to play my Going Commando challenge, and so that's basically it. I just want to use Hitzblitz for my normal gameplays with normal weapons, and so as you can see in the gameplay behind, as I told you, I'm using the PDW, and it's actually one of my favorite weapons in the class of the SMGs. We have the MSMC there, and also the Vector, but I really think the PDW is one of the best weapons in this game, and especially in the SMG class. And one of the reasons why is because of its enormous clip, and as you can see in the gameplay, I use it a lot till the clip ends, and that's basically because as I don't have any perks, or for example I don't have fast mags attachments, I want to say attachments. I have no attachments, and especially for example fast mags, I can't reload that much, or else I'm going to waste a lot of precious time. And so I love to use weapons with big clips, and that's going to help you a lot when you're using this challenge. And so especially when you're using this weapon, the PDW, there's no need to reload that much, and that's why I like it so much. I normally use it when I use it with attachments. I use it with suppressor, and that just reduces the damage and the range in general, and you're going to end up with a weapon that needs to shoot a lot more bullets, especially when you're talking about sometimes through a little bit of a wall or a protection, and if you have suppressor, it's highly reduced. And so when you're not playing with suppressor, as I am, I'm not playing with any attachments, that's really cool, and that's why I love the PDW for this challenge in particular. So I want to tell you guys about the weapons that I use normally in my challenge, my Going Commando challenge. So I normally use the PDW, as I told you. It's really a balanced weapon, and with this range and this large clip, it's just perfect for all the things related with the Going Commando challenge. So it's my favorite weapon for this challenge in particular. The other weapon that I want to talk to you guys about is the MSMC. It's a really cool weapon, and I'm really enjoying the fact that I'm using it not right now, but not in this video in particular, but I use it a lot, and especially in my Hitzblitz account. I've prestiged a lot of weapons, and the only weapon that has attachments right now in my Hitzblitz account is the PDW and the MSMC. And so when I'm playing not in the Going Commando challenge, I'm playing with the MSMC a lot, but also in my Going Commando challenge and with some style. So I just think that it's a really balanced weapon. The only thing that I don't like about the MSMC is the clip size, but for that I have the PDW, but the MSMC has a good accuracy, and so that's why I love it, and a range as well. So maybe you are not going to need that many bullets because you are not going to miss as much as with the PDW. So they are my two best weapons for this challenge. My third weapon is the Vector. Of course, it's the third SMG on my Going Commando challenge that I talk about. I really like the Vector because it's a really balanced weapon in terms of accuracy and range as well. It's one of my favorites. I think it's really cool. It's a cool looking gun, and I really love it since Modern Warfare 2. And I couldn't wait to use it here in Black Ops 2 when I heard it was out on Black Ops 2. And you know what? I really love the Vector. It's one of my favorite weapons. And the thing is, it has no recoil whatsoever. It's just perfect. And I really love it. So you can't afford to miss, like, oh my god, I missed that aim. I aimed a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right. With the Vector, you really need to get that right because you don't have that weapon sway, that recoil. So that's why I love the Vector in general. Now going to the assault rifles that I use the MTAR, for example. I love its accuracy, and when I'm trying to play it with attachments, I use the suppressor, and that just ruins, in my opinion, the MTAR. And so I really love to play with the MTAR and no attachments at all. Even when I'm not playing in my Going Commando challenge, I really like to do that. So it's actually my fourth weapon of choice in terms of, and my first in terms of assault rifles. The other one is the M8A1. I really love the M8A1. The M8A1 is a really cool weapon, and in my opinion it's really cool because of the accuracy in general and the range, because it's a burst weapon, and any burst weapon has an enormous accuracy and range because you don't miss that much, you don't have recoil that much. And so with the M8A1, the only thing is that it's a 4 burst weapon, and so you have a little bit more recoil than with, for example, the SWAT. But the SWAT, it's not a good weapon, so I don't use the SWAT. I really prefer the M8A1 in general. So about the strategies that I use, I really want to tell you guys about the strategies that I use, and especially in this Going Commando challenge in particular. So as you can see in the beginning of the gameplay, in the first round, I used the sniper from the ground. I think it had no attachments, but I'm not sure. The thing is, I killed 4 people with that sniper, the DSR. I really think that didn't mess up my Going Commando challenge. I just thought, okay, I have that guy really far away, and I'm going to use it. And if you watch the kind of a laggy thing about the sniper, it's just because when I shot and I killed someone, and that double kill, for example, at the first round, if you notice some lagginess, well, that's because of the theater mode. I'm recording this from the theater mode. I wasn't recording live, and so that's why that has like a little bit of lag, and so the thing is, you need to, in normal weapons, for example the PDW that I use, I really try to aim before I enter a corner or a house, and you really need to predict all the movements, even more than with normal perks and normal attachments, because you don't have that much reaction time. And for example, I am a guy that uses, for example, quick draw and also dexterity a lot. So when I'm climbing or I'm entering a house, and if a guy, for example, is in the corner, you have no reaction time, so you need to aim there previously, okay? So that's the only option you have for, you know, actually kill the guy, because they have all the kinds of things just to kill you. And so you really need to predict all the movements, and it's really important that you have a team that actually can have like UAVs or any other kill streak that just mess up with their heads, or for example with their minimap, because you don't have any suppressor, and so that's even worse. And the UAV in general is just cool, and I got lucky because I was playing with random teammates, and they got a lot of UAVs, not 2 UAVs, and 2 orbital VSATs. That's it. So they had a lot of UAVs and 2 orbital VSATs, and that's just perfect. So my teammates were great, and you know, it's kind of lucky, and you need to get kind of lucky sometimes just to get those kind of gameplays. And so that's why I love this. You know, the thing that you don't know what teammates you're going to get, and so you can get the worst teammates ever or the best teammates ever. In this case, I got really good teammates, and so that's why I like this challenge in general. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a like rating as well. It really helps me a lot for other people to find my videos. And if you want to give me some feedback, just comment on the comment section below and tell me what you think about this challenge in particular. It really helps me a lot to just receive some feedback from you guys. And well, that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed this Going Commando challenge, and I hope you try it as well when you're playing. And just make a class with no attachments and no perks at all, and it helps you to have, like, for example, gold camo and so. Well, that's basically it, and I'm out.